This is press conference and we speak a lot of, but my language will be in ring, you know. Maybe it's possible, maybe it's not. We'll see.
Well, fucking I'm sitting blaring in, you fucking pussy.
The Gypsy King absolutely lost his mind, completely detonating on Rico Verhoeven and transforming an ordinary media event into absolute bedlam. Instead of standard pre-fight banter, this amounted to psychological warfare aimed at shattering Usyk's composure prior to stepping through the ropes, plunging the pre-bout atmosphere into utter disarray.
I don't want to know more. You know what's coming, you're getting smashed face with that. Deep down inside of Tyson, he's as deep as the ocean. He cares about them belts dramatically, and he wants them belts, like we all do. You know, it'll be a dream come true. You know, we're at the top of the game, and it'll be...
Amidst that heavyweight meltdown, the kickboxing superstar retaliated with chilling self-assurance. He remained steadfast that the Ukrainian champion has never encountered his unique combat approach, bringing a striking background guaranteed to shatter the typical flow of a standard prize fight. The Dutch fighter is stepping through those ropes, demanding an outright victory, regardless of the odds.
Thank you. Get knocked out, motherfucker! Out cold, sausage! Rabbit! And your two promoters are going to be working for me as back carriers. We will see, yeah.
Remarkably, despite all those theatrical outbursts, the undisputed kingpin stayed entirely unfazed by the circus. He effortlessly dismissed the surrounding madness, labeling the entire ordeal as merely another night under the lights. Showing absolutely zero indications of anxiety or stress, he maintained that terrifyingly calm laser focus that fans anticipate from a unified heavyweight ruler.
For me, the first objective is to win. And how we're going to win, we'll see. If it's a knockout, it's a knockout. If it's a decision, it's a decision. So, and if it would come to a decision and I get the win, wow. Then I faced the best pound for pound fighter in the world for years and years, and I beat him in 12 rounds. Then he tried everything and he couldn't beat me. So
wait a second, because the drama did not stop there. The British juggernaut cranked the hostility up another notch, guaranteeing a savagely bloody conclusion to this bout. While he might acknowledge the Dutchman's courage for stepping up to the challenge, he explicitly stated his conviction that this clash concludes with devastating physical punishment for the kickboxing icon.
He's going to be dangerous. Like, all the attributes that he has, they still exist, regardless of his mental state. But I see a kid in pain, you know? I've got to be honest with you, like, I don't see how people around him can be looking at his behavior.
Things then took an even crazier turn when legendary strongman Eddie Hall unleashed a massive revelation regarding the challenger. The lifting icon described the kickboxing heavyweight as the most lethal individual he has ever crossed paths with, surpassing the intimidation factor of traditional combat legends, proving exactly why writing off the Dutch striker is a massive mistake. Beyond relying on mere physical dominance, his camp has meticulously analyzed the Ukrainian title holder to uncover any hidden vulnerabilities. They firmly believe their unconventional striking patterns will force the champion into solving complex puzzles he has never tackled, intending to shatter his technical flow the moment that initial bell sounds.
The world, and we're going to have a fight, and that's it. Going to be a good fight too, because he don't shy away, and I'm running nowhere, so someone's getting chinned.
Pay close attention to this insider detail, as Johnny Nelson disclosed that the defending champion's training camp is incredibly grueling, featuring punishing rounds against a revolving door of massive sparring partners to test his physical limits. The Ukrainian master refuses to treat this crossover spectacle as a simple cash grab, entirely acknowledging his opponent as a genuinely lethal hazard inside the squared circle.
Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, Alex Pereira, Conor McGregor, line them all up, right? And say, right, which one would you want to fight the least? Fucking Rico Verhoeven. He is that dangerous of a man. And with the kickboxing, and again, people just don't know this, is kickboxing is like three-minute rounds. The intensity is fucking insane. They are punch kick, punch kick, punch kick. They are just, they're fierce. And
yet, there remains a glaring unknown hovering over this entire event that most people are overlooking. Veteran boxing minds and top-tier promoters might highly praise the challenger's physical gifts, but they simply cannot forecast whether his specific striking mechanics will actually work at the pinnacle of professional boxing. This massive uncertainty serves as the absolute beating heart of this highly debated and polarizing contest.
We watch a lot of footage, and every fighter has his openings and has his weaknesses. So do I. So that's how we approach it, and we just try to show him something different that he hasn't seen before. So, like, I'm not your typical boxer.
For the unified title holder, that trademark relaxed attitude masks a severely strict approach to the upcoming war. He fully recognizes the violent capabilities his opponent possesses once the referee steps away. Replacing any hint of overconfidence with strict martial discipline, he refuses to view this as a novelty sparring match, preparing instead for an authentic battle against an incredibly driven challenger.
We've got to be able to pull that out of Usyk. So once he can pull it out, but if he can't, and Usyk gets on a roll. Listen, I'm hearing stuff in Usyk's training camp. Usyk's training, and I mean, he's got 5 big guys. He's got 5 fast guys that he's sparring with, and he's smashing them to the point where it's got this last week. They're only letting him do 6 rounds. The 5 guys, the 5 heavyweights.
We also need to examine the financial reality driving this event. As experts have pointed out regarding the business landscape, the defending champion has essentially cleared out the traditional heavyweight ranks. Consequently, his current drive extends beyond historical greatness, pivoting toward manufacturing unique, blockbuster spectacles that generate massive intrigue and inject lucrative commercial energy back into the fight game.
You know, the fighter's got to believe in himself, and he does. And I can see why he believes in himself. Trust me, he's a phenomenal athlete. Phenomenal athlete. How good is he against somebody like Usyk? We won't know until the bell goes. Let's see. As it goes, we'll see.
Leading boxing analysts completely unleash their skepticism regarding the vast technical chasm separating different striking disciplines. Echoing the annoyance of boxing purists everywhere, they openly doubted whether a crossover athlete genuinely deserves a spot at this elite echelon. However, despite their harsh critiques, those same traditionalists confessed that the theatrical circus surrounding the bout has thoroughly captured their attention.
Let's respect Rico enough for what he is. You know, he's a good striker. He's one of the greatest kickboxers of all time. He can punch very hard.
Ultimately, this event has evolved far beyond a simple cross-promotional novelty act, morphing into a chaotic spectacle wrapped in endless debate. You have the ultimate boxing technician facing down a legendary striker who is utterly positive he will deliver a monumental upset. Deciding who ultimately cracks beneath the immense strain will rely less on physical mechanics and entirely on psychological endurance.
It's not new because it's a boxing fight. Yeah, it's a boxing fight. Yeah, Rico is a kickboxing fighter, but I think
calling a winner here is incredibly difficult. Should the reigning king secure the victory, it further cements his historical dominance and demonstrates that his ring IQ is completely impenetrable. Conversely, if the striking crossover star achieves the unthinkable, it immediately registers as the most spectacular upset in fighting history, permanently altering how we view combat sport crossovers while the entire globe tunes in.
Oleksandr, what he's done, he's wiped the floor with everybody. He's established himself at the top there. So now you look at him and you think financially, will he be in a better position than Tyson Fury? No, not in my opinion. Anthony Joshua? No, not in my opinion. The big money fights aren't out there for him, so he's got to do something. He's got to put himself in a position where he's got to win, because he's proved he's top draw. So in this fight here, I think it creates interest, intrigue. I'm quite sure there's a healthy pay packet at the end of it.
I want to hear your thoughts down below, so let me know who actually holds the advantage in this clash of minds and combat disciplines. If this deep dive clarified the surrounding insanity for you, crush the like icon, join the community by subscribing, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our hard-hitting combat coverage. Catch you in the upcoming breakdown.
Understand that he's kind of earned the right to do what you want, but I at least expected it to be some sort of active boxer someone of some. Not to say I don't actually know much about Van Hooven in terms of a kickboxer, of what his quality level is, but what I'm saying is that I expected him to be someone of a decent caliber of a professional boxer. But if it's not, then fine. Look, do your thing, do you, and hopefully he returns to actual professional boxing against some of the.
Had one bout as a professional boxer. You go, so, you know, how can he jump the queue and box Oleksandr Usyk for the WBC title? To me, that doesn't make any sense at all, and I think it makes a mockery, again, of the
A kickboxer for a long time, and not really done much in boxing at all to definitely warrant a shot at Oleksandr Usyk when there's a queue so big. And
Indeed.
You know what I mean? And that's the most important thing. The people who are sitting waiting for their shot in line are going to be fuming over this. Some would say, to counter that argument, Usyk's probably earned the right to have an easy.
No, Rico wanted the fight. You know, Usyk wanted it. They said both. Listen, both ultimate fighting men, aren't they? So fights like this are not going to be hard.
But I'm not interested in. I like Rico moving, sparred him, know him, nice fella, very good kickboxer, one of the best of all time. But he's not a boxer. If he wants to fight,
can he box?
Yeah, he can box. He's a very good boxer, but he shouldn't be boxing the best heavyweight in the world. If he wants to do it as an exhibition, go and do it. I'm not interested in Usyk for Hooven, just for the simple